So long story short, I immediately got myself clean with the help of Dr. Reef Kareem. He mostly treats very high profile clients. Once I was stable enough, he passed me on to a referral doctor, Farzini Agmai. I saw Dr. White for I think about 6 years or so, most of which I appreciated and highly respected the opportunity to work with him. Before all this other shit happened, he was a good guy. Yeah, he bought me weed. Yeah, he fucking would give me Xanax and take me out to dinner and drink beer, but like shit, that's chill with me. Just human trafficking, not chill. Not chill, my guy, deal breaker. Anyway, all of this respect for him changed in 2017. We will return to this topic shortly. Now talk about the love between Rob Ben and Yansy Mendez. In my early 20s, I was reconnecting again with my family. My father's business appears to have taken off since I was 15, as they were staying at the Four Seasons Hotel in Beverly Hills, Beverly, Wilshire, when they came out to visit me. I had a rough upbringing and felt very out of place in such a luxurious area full of high-profile people. I had it good growing up, but this was next level. But there was a car with a vanity plate, and I knew at least one other guest at the hotel could relate to feeling like an alien. I forget what kind of car it is because I don't drive cars, but the license plate said Khalifa. It told me that worst case scenario, I just got to find that dude and be like, dude, people live like this? Because I'm sure that guy fucking saw his shit in his day, so I knew I wasn't alone. Thank you, Wiz Khalifa, for your obvious vanity plate. Tight. Regardless of all this, I knew one more thing. It was the middle of winter, and it was safe to assume the pool there was definitely heated. I tucked my family into bed and snuck down for a night swim. It was empty except for one woman, a Latin American lady. My preference, my flavor, it's no secret. Shit, for such a racist white guy, I'd like me some Latin American women. And she was folding towels and cleaning the pool area overnight. I firmly believe in carpe diem, seize the day, because that day may never come again. I knew I had to talk to her, so I approached her and asked her, "Hi, mind if I use the pool?" Some slick shit, which I knew I didn't need her permission to do. Just a reason to talk to her. This is what you had to do before Tinder, you saw. You had to actually, do shit like this. She was scared. She thought I was a ghost. But turns out I was just white. She smiled, and I realized she didn't speak any English. She'd just come to the country 3 months before. I had only taken 1 year of Spanish in high school, but I was blessed to study under Senor Arturo Solis, who is basically the teacher equivalent of a Navy SEAL instructor. He basically waterboarded you with Spanish or failed you. I thought it sucked at the time because it was the only class I actually had to put effort into. Turned out to be the only class I ever needed. Thank you, Senor Solis. I knew this moment with her may never come again, so I rolled the dice. ¿Puedo nadar en la piscina? Oh, sí. Long story short, I go down there for an hour every night, get her number, start dating her. A couple years, and then we were married in 2016 on April 24th. I accidentally picked Armenian Genocide Day, which sucks because in Los Angeles, if you don't have a BMW or a Mercedes, you're reminded that your car sucks. So it's a humbling day to get married on because all the Armenians, because of Genocide Day, drive their six-figure cars, and I was walking to my wedding. To this day, Yansy remains undocumented. She was born and raised in El Salvador and had been in the U.S. only 3 months when we met. My marriage with Yansy was something I was proud of. I had never been able to flex a happy family before, but it became something very painful. She was busting her ass working 3 jobs, but my teaching career was declining for a number of reasons. My work in nonprofit education remained successful. I was a huge hit. And I even led a class to perform at the Beverly Hilton at a fundraiser that raised almost $1 billion, but 900-something K, or almost $1 million, but 900-something K in cell phone donations in under 10 minutes. Ask me if I'm playing. I am. I taught a handful of high-profile clients as well because they would study and take me seriously because they were auditioning for TV shows and shit I don't care about. And they like me because I don't care about their TV show. But they all had their own careers and, would be going off to do their own thing, and the traditional students were not driven enough for me. I started teaching to give kids what I had when I was 18, an opportunity to build a life for themselves. I had one student, to this day, my most proud and respected student. Now I feel weird saying that because she's better than me at everything, except guitar. The school she saw me at was very expensive for her and her two siblings, and regular middle class family from Inglewood, California. Like, I don't know how anyone afforded to put one kid through that shit. So her dad, great man, he was putting 3 kids through that. I don't know how he did that to begin with. Not based on him at all. That's just like a ton of fucking money. Anyway, after I taught her for a year and took her from a jaded student who hated guitar to someone who fallen in love with music. Well, and in her love for music she always had because she was gifted, but her family had to drop out. Gave it some time, and I reached out, offered to teach her at her home in Inglewood. That's the only time I ever sniped a student from a school, but it was worth it, and she probably wasn't coming back anyway. Sorry, Eva. I did this because I saw a tremendous gift in her, and I saw a student who worked hard, who respected my ability to teach her, and who had the same future I had at her age that I kind of fucked up. I even offended her father at first, as this was so not motivated by money at all. My rate was so low that I offended the guy. I felt like a dick, but I was just like, dude, I just want to keep teaching your daughter because it's not a waste of time. And I'm not going to talk much, but that student, this shit's eventually going to be on the news. So that student, India Sugars, went on to receive a scholarship to New York University. Wrote her a little letter of recommendation. And she's a hard-working person, so she got there. She's building her castle both in music and life and exemplifies the exact reason I became a music teacher. And the reason I stopped, because most kids didn't do that. I taught a lot of kids in the hood and realized they will always be in the hood because they don't do themselves no damn favors. Life will not do it for you. India, sorry to bring your name into all this. Thanks for allowing me to help you claim the future I could have had myself. Low-key, I often felt strange teaching you because of how naturally blessed and talented you are. So keep crushing it till you be staying at the Four Seasons and, fall in love with housekeepers. I don't know.